This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of July 2019. We have a look at the energies that will be swirling around you. It will affect some of you, the whole story. Others of you, only certain aspects of it will touch on your life. So if you'd like a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, or even to subscribe to the weekly star sign update, so that it can help you navigate your way through challenges or situations, or even take a peek into your future to see what happy occasions are going to turn up for you, then please contact me via the link in the description box below. That is via the website. You will see you can purchase and order your readings there. So Pisces, I made you a cup of tea and we're going to have a look at the symbols in your teacup and see what story they are going to tell. Right, so the first thing that we see in here is an elephant, or the head of an elephant. That means there's some kind of journey ahead for you in the month of July. It can possibly be a physical journey. For many of you, it's going to be the case. You're actually going to go on a physical journey. For others of you, this is a mental journey. In other words, you're going to start off with a certain frame of mind, certain belief system, certain ideas. By the end of the month, that's going to have changed. You're going to see things differently, do things differently about a certain situation or issue in your life. Okay. The next thing that pops up out of this is the scales of justice. So this will be a fair thing that happens. This will right something that was unfair in your life. It will bring fairness back into your life somehow, whatever the situation is that you are going through. You're seeing me here because what I'm seeing here is a bird that is lying on a nest and looking backwards. It looks like a hoopoe. That's a bird that you find here and in South Africa and in Europe, in Africa and in Europe. So it's almost as if something is gestating, something is waiting, and the bird is looking back into the past, right? So you're sort of keeping something warm, keeping it gestating for the future, but you're looking back to see perhaps it's got that kind of idea of, did you make a mistake somewhere along the line? Did you do things right? You're having that feeling about something. However, after that comes a heart, which means there's good emotions attached to this. There will be a good outcome where emotions are concerned for this. I see a dog as well, which means that you will be taken care of in this situation and you will be shown the way. And then I see a bird in flight. That means news comes in about the situation. If we look at your oracle cards, you get blessed, time to go, and not for you. What is interesting about this is, I'm going to go backwards because the not for you says there's something in your life that has reached a point where you know or you realize or you come to the realization it's not what you wanted. It doesn't suit you. It doesn't fit into your lifestyle. You actually move on from this situation. It comes to a natural conclusion because that time to go card speaks about it's not a sudden thing. It's not out of the blue, you know about it. For most of you, while I'm speaking to you now, you know which situation this is, and you know it has reached a natural conclusion, and you need to move on from there. It starts off with a blessed card that says the universe is going to bring you some kind of enormous gift, some kind of blessing that you may not anticipate, you may not even feel like you deserve it. Nonetheless, you will be receiving it. And it's to do with this situation. So even though you've got to walk on, walk off, leave behind, change from a situation, shift completely to something else, realizing that it just wasn't for you in the first place, it's a huge blessing. It's a huge blessing, and you're going to be seeing that in July. You will realize that by the end of July, that it delivers something amazing after you move on from that. The moving on itself opens the doors and brings this huge blessing for you in one guise or another. Where relationships are concerned, I chose 3 of the romance cards. For those of you looking for a relationship, those of you already in a relationship, I chose 2 cards for you as well. So let's start with those of you that are looking for relationships. The retreat card says it's time to disconnect from the world. Chemistry says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Heart-to-heart conversation says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. There's a sort of a concurrent theme in your reading. It's almost as if you need to move off from something, need to leave something behind, need to let go of something. You're realizing that. And it can possibly be in your relationship life as well, because it's showing up here. When you let go of something, when you leave it behind, when you make a clean cut from it, that retreat card says you leave something behind and you move on. You retreat from it. Then chemistry turns up. Somebody turns up with whom you have strong chemistry with. But what's interesting is you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person as well. So there's kind of an openness here. There's an instant attraction and there's an openness with him. There's an ability to sit down and honestly discuss how you feel with this person. This is very quick. It's a very quick sequence of events, isn't it? But the precursor is sort of the caveat is stepping out, stepping away, and leaving behind something that you were involved in before. It can be a mindset where relationships are concerned. It can be hanging on to an ex that is left, or hanging on to the hurts and disappointments or the feelings with an old relationship. It can be anything like that. But it is a case of needing to make that cut, needing to go, needing to leave that old situation behind, whether it's in your mind or it's an actual situation, before you meet this new person whom you're instantly attracted with, and you can have those good conversations with them. And that's very promising energy, but like I say, there is a condition to that. For those of you that are in relationships, you get celebration and unconditional love. Now, celebration coupled with unconditional love is a very clear story message. This is saying, in July, take the opportunity. It will be there. It will be presented to you more than once, I'm thinking, to actually celebrate the good things in your relationship, the great things in your relationship, the potential in your relationship. The unconditional love always speaks about, well, it is love without conditions. In other words, celebrating your partner, celebrating your relationship that you have with one another without setting conditions. Yes, if you now stop doing this, then I will celebrate love with you. If you now stop doing that, if you will do this for me. It's kind of just for a bit dropping that completely. Celebrating that which is, that which you really enjoy, that which you adore about your partner, that which you enjoy in the relationship. That is kind of the theme and the story for you in July, and also where you will gain the most growth in your relationships in July. The tarot cards you get is the Youth, that Major Arcana card, the 10 of Earth, and the 9 of Water. So what's interesting here is you start off the month having progressed somewhere along your path. These tarot cards are a bit different to others. They kind of have a different set of messages with them. And the Youth in this deck always has this feeling of having stepped off onto the path already, and you're a little bit down the path. Not that far down the path though. You still have some of that enthusiasm that hasn't been worn and chipped away by experiences that you could possibly have had and clung to. You have the dog or the wolf with you, which is the way shower. He's showing you where to go. That star right at the top of that staff says a lot. That's the wishful thinking star. That's the successful star. That is still there with you. The 10 of Earth says you will find manifestation on this path that you're on. You will find material manifestation on this path that you're on. That 9 of Water says be open and receptive feeling-wise to what is coming into your life. Try to, being open with feelings. In other words, don't cling to things that you felt in the past. Be open to new feelings, but you have to be open to them. And there's a great potential and opportunity for that in July. And if you do that, there's great potential and opportunity for huge material manifestation. That 10 of Earth speaks as much. It's a huge, abundant, very fertile card, that, where material manifestation is concerned. But it is a case of trying to sort of rekindle that belief that things can work out for the best, that belief that you wish upon a star and it will come true. Just keep walking your path and pay attention to the nudges and the intuition along the way that shows you the way. That's the dog in that card. And be open to new feelings. Don't cling to the old feelings and bring them with on this journey, because it's still a new journey, so the old feelings don't apply. Let new feelings come to you. Let new feelings guide you. Let new feelings show you the way, and you will have big manifestations. That 10 of Earth says as much from July onwards. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.